Hey guys, it's story time again! Are you excited? I'm excited. We're gonna read today The Dark Crystal. 1,000 years ago, in another world, it was an age of wonder. The land was green and the creatures lived in peace, guided by the power of a large crystal. Eventually, the crystal cracked and a single shard went missing. The crystal became dark. 2 new races appeared, the cruel Skeksis and the gentle Mystics. The Skeksis took control of the dark crystal and its powers, but a prophecy foretold that the last Gelfling would make the crystal whole when the world's 3 suns met, restoring peace and balance. Isn't it pretty? One day, Ursu, the wisest of the Mystics, calls for Jen, a Gelfling boy he raised from infancy. Ursu sends Jen on a quest to find Agra. She will help him find the shard that will heal the crystal. In the castle of the crystal, 2 Skeksis are competing in a trial by stone to become the next emperor. The whimpering chamberlain and the vicious Garthim master take turns striking their swords against a large stone. Clash, clang! On the Garthim master's second strike, the stone is broken! As the defeated chamberlain slinks away, the crystal glows brightly, revealing an image of Jen. Crystal, afraid of the prophecy, the new emperor orders the huge insect-like Garthim to find and destroy Jen. After a long journey across the valley, Jen discovers Agra and her amazing observatory. Agra reveals that the time for the 3 suns to align is upon them. The Great Junction is the end of the world, she declares, or the beginning. Agra hands Jen a box of crystal shards and tells him to choose. Jen blows a long, sorrowful note on his flute. One glows brightly, the missing shard. Suddenly, the Garthim attack! Agra is captured while Jen escapes through a broken window and tumbles to the ground below. Jen is left holding the shard, but he has no idea what to do with it. As the 3 suns begin to move closer together, the Mystics look to the sky. At last, the crystal calls. It is time to return to the castle, they say, and begin their long trek. Deep in the woods, Jen hears a noise behind him. Out of a hole pops a growling creature. Fizzygig is Kira's pet, and Kira is a female Gelfling. Jen is amazed to discover that he is not the last of his kind. When Jen's and Kira's hands touch, powerful memories of Jen's childhood with the Mystics and Kira's rescue by the peaceful podlings fill both their minds. Kira leads Jen to her home in the podling village, where they are welcomed with singing and dancing. While Jen is telling Kira about his quest to heal the crystal, the Gartham attack. The Gartham seized the podlings and snapped their grasping claws at Jen and Kira. Just when it seems the Gelfling will be captured, the Chamberlain appears. With one wave of his hand, he stops the Gartham. Jen, Kira, and Fizzgig fly into the woods. They stumble upon the ruins of a Gelfling village. Jen finds writings carved into a stone wall. When single shines the triple sun, what was sundered and undone shall be whole, the two made one, by Gelfling hand, or else by none. From the shadows the Chamberlain approaches, pleading with them to make peace. Peace, peace. Jen and Kira realize the Chamberlain is trying to trick them, and they run away. With the suns dangerously close together, Jen and Kira are running out of time to heal the crystal. They leap onto the backs of two long-legged creatures called Landstriders and race toward the castle of the crystal. Outside the castle, Jen and Kira are surrounded by Gartham. Kira quickly grabs Jen and Fizzgig and leaps over the cliff, unfurling beautiful wings. They glide safely to the ground. Jen looks at her in wonder. "I don't have wings," he says. "Of course not," Kira replies. "You're a boy." Jen, Kira, and Fizzgig sneak into the castle. As they make their way toward the crystal, the Chamberlain appears. He brings the rock ceiling crashing down on top of Jen, then drags Kira to the Emperor. For capturing the Gelfling, the Emperor invites the Chamberlain back to the castle. Kira is brought to the laboratory where Agra is being held captive. With Agra's encouragement, Kira calls to the caged animals in the room, who break free and help Kira escape. Jen pulls himself from the rubble and finds the crystal room just as the three suns begin to align. The Emperor and the Skeksis approach the crystal to begin the ritual of the Great Conjunction. Jen leaps on top of the crystal, but drops the shard. Kira flies down to the crystal and throws the shard back to Jen. Furious, the Emperor strikes Kira down. At that moment, the mystics enter the crystal room. Jen plunges the shard into place. Powerful rays of sunlight from the Great Conjunction illuminate the castle as the healed crystal transforms and radiates a brilliant white light. Jen cradles Kira. Blue is helping us read our story. The mystics and the Skeksis become one being called the Urskek. Balance is restored. The prophecy is fulfilled. The Urskeks heal Kira. She is a part of you, as we are all a part of each other, they tell Jen. In a burst of bright light, the Urskeks disappear. With the help of the Crystal of Truth, Jen and Kira will now rebuild their world. The end. I hope you enjoyed that. I really like that story. I think it's a good story. So, Blue says hi. Say hi, Blue. Hi. I hope you guys have a great day.